Hi guys, it's Victor, gimmeaflakeman, another unedited, I speak English, unedited blog coming at you thanks to my good friend shotanime here on YouTube, who told me she hoped I made a video about this, and I logged on to this blog. She sent me a link, and it's a blog that's getting a lot of attention right now. It was published March 5th, and it's called Yuki no Monogatari, and it's about a woman who claims to be transethnic. Now, as soon as I saw this word, I did a little double take, and I thought, what the hell is that? But of course, being an English teacher, I quickly realized what it meant. Someone who doesn't really feel that their body fits their inside nationality or their inside culture or race, the race or culture or nationality that they feel they are inside. And fair, and I was right. Yay! So I was reading it. It's actually pretty well written. I have to say the format of the blog is really annoying. It's really tiny font, or maybe it's just my computer. But there's no margins on the. I don't know if it's a font, but anyway, there are no margins at all. So it's kind of difficult when you have a bunch of windows open. Difficult to read, annoying. But who cares? That's my problem. The content. Let's get to the content. So basically, it's a woman who claims that she is ethnically Japanese, and she seems to be trapped inside of a white body. Oh, the horror, the horror. I'm not making fun. I'm just commenting in my own crass way. And she does make some interesting points. The writing is good. She makes comparisons to the LGBTQA movement. How many? What is that? Lesbian, gay, bisexual, transsexual. What's Q? What's A? Quasi? I don't know what that is. If anyone knows, put it in. I'm too lazy to look it up. It's not really important. But she does make some interesting comparisons, and she points out how at least they can get operations, and most people generally, even in science, people accept that this is a real condition. And she says that most people don't accept that transethnic people exist, right? And she mentions another word that I did not know about. Let me see if I can find this word. It's called cisethnic. So apparently it's someone who, it's like, I think you can be cisgender. But this pronoun here, I don't know how to pronounce it, I should have looked it up, I'm sorry, very, very lazy, very sloppy blogging on my part. But it means someone who's not trapped in the wrong body. So I'm cisgender, which means I have a penis and I'm glad I have a penis. To be quite blunt with you. Though I suppose, nothing wrong with the vagina, I'm not knocking the vagina. If you've got a vagina, we applaud you, and all men are jealous of you because all of them want it. Boom, very crass. But anyway, she says, she does point out that if you're transgender, at least you can get an operation. But if you're transethnic, you cannot. And we'll always be stuck in this body, and frankly, it's an idea I struggle with greatly. Okay? And then she starts, basically this is kind of a defense of all the people who criticize transethnics. And she says the flame wars have got to stop. They're never going to stop. It doesn't matter what the subject is. Gun control, abortion, the Republicans, Democrats, black, white, whatever. It's never going to stop. Ever. Who should be the next Batman? It's never going to stop. They're going to be flame wars all over the place. And then she says, however, bullying is wrong and the hate-filled internet rants do count as harassment. I disagree. Tell me what you think. I think that is not harassment. If you go on looking for stuff like that and you find it, that's harassment. If someone emails you, that's harassment. Yes. If someone leaves a comment on your video, I don't think that's harassment. If someone makes a video commenting on your video, is that harassment? Have I harassed people in the past? You know what I'm talking about. I don't know. Tell me what you think. I'm really curious about that. I'm a little bit torn on that one, but it's hard for me to agree with that. Anyway, the woman says her name is Yuki Ayamine, which of course must not be true if she's white. And she's almost 16, so she's 15. And she said, I am accomplished and ambitious. I don't know how accomplished you can be at 15, and if you are, I'd like to see what those accomplishments are. Otherwise, I don't think that word means what you think it means, all right? Though, maybe you're a good student. But accomplished that's something you say for old fogies like me. Anyway, I don't sit in front of the computer all day, but instead I have balanced schoolwork. I balance schoolwork, social justice, writing, drawing, and studying my country and its language with a loving passion. Social justice, that's something I missed out on in high school. I do my best to do that now. I think you will all agree that is my goal now. Social justice, at least on the internet and physically. You've seen me get in physical scuffs before, but anyway, well, whatever. This is the arrogance of youth, and no, not demeaning her. I don't mean to, but when you're 15, 16, 17, everyone seems to think that they control the world and they're invincible, not invisible, right? As we all know from the Obama between two firms, between two fern interviews. Back to the subject, okay. Then she says, this is what gets me. This is what got me crazy. She says, I love Japan, and it's not just because I love anime. And I am a Fujoshi fangirl. I don't know. If that were in kanji, I might be able to understand it. I don't know what that means. Fujoshi fangirl. And it's not because I love everything that's kawaii. And it's not because poke and ramen are my favorite foods. Ramen I could understand, but poke should not be anybody's favorite food. That's a snack. If that's your food, you got problems. What else gets back to it? Everything about Japan defines me and explains who I am as a person. That's interesting. I don't think any country doesn't feel like that to me. No country feels like it should be that kind of define you as a person. But who knows? And then she says, I'm a typical Japanese girl who loves Japanese pop culture and society, and the ancient traditions still manifest in Kyoto. Most high school girls are not interested in the ancient traditions of Kyoto. That comes later, when you're in college. Most people don't care about that stuff at that age. They care about One Direction, I hate to tell you. Most Japanese girls care about Taylor Swift, One Direction. They know all the names of those kids. And then she says, have I been to Japan? Every single day in my head. Now I could go on and on, but I invite you to listen, go read her blog and tell me what you think about it. But I don't know. I think we've seen these people before, and a lot of people call them weeaboos, but this seems to be taking an extra step. I read a couple of the comments on this, and they seem to think someone is trolling. Do you think they're trolling? I don't know. I think she's serious. I think she takes it very seriously. But I think that I don't believe in this transethnic thing. I guess, does it exist? I don't think so, but I mean, maybe. I was born in Peru. I'm ethnically Incan Indian, German, Arabic, Italian, and mestizo, mixed up everything. But I consider myself completely American, or Mexican, as some of you would like to point out. No, I don't consider myself Mexican at all. I don't consider myself even Latin, really. I mean, I'm aware that I look this way. But in my head, I'm like a mix of Chandler and Ross from Friends or something like that. And Joey, I'm all those guys. I'm an American guy. Yeah, that is a stupid comparison. But you know what I'm saying. I'm American, and I don't have any issues like that. But do other people? I highly doubt it. And I think it's sad if you do, not because I don't think people should define themselves by countries or nationalities or skin color. If you feel that Japan is a country for you and you want to live in this country, fine. Come over here and live like I do. I'm American. I have no desire to be Japanese or be thought of as Japanese. I'm Victor. Think of me as Victor. Don't think of me or look at me as anything. If that includes you seeing me as a foreigner or as a spick or whatever the hell, whatever you need. I shouldn't have used that. That wasn't necessary. Whatever you need to do to define me in your eyes, that's fine. And like Eminem said, and I've quoted him before, I am what you say I am. If you think I'm Mexican, then I guess I'm Mexican. Or I'm a Jew, then I guess, or I'm Jeff Goldblum's son. Whatever you think, that's fine. Though I think it's sad that this girl needs to define herself this way. I think hopefully it's a sign of age. Hopefully, number one choice, it's trolling. Number two choice, it's just a result of immaturity. And hopefully when she gets older, she'll see that there are many different ways to define yourself. And this is not one of those ways. Defining yourself as a country. And Japan is not perfect by any means. We have a lot of screwed up things over here. It's not what you think it is. There's a lot of suicide, a lot of unhappiness here. It's a mess in many ways. So yeah, I mean I live here, but I think there's a dozen countries I can live in and be happy. It's interesting. It's really interesting, but it's by no means perfect. I think she doesn't really get it. The other thing is, she said, And this summer I started studying Japanese. I can read 2 alphabets. Hate to tell you guys, but katakana and hiragana are not that hard. It's no accomplishment. Very minor point. It's like, we're good. You learn I learned the English alphabet, so I'm getting close to speaking English. Not at all. Far, far away. And katakana and hiragana are like learning the uppercase and lowercase letters. It's not that big a deal. They're very similar. Okay, some of them look very similar to each other. Other ones are very different. Just like Q and Q don't look anything like each other. You know what I'm saying. Anyway. And she started learning the 3rd, the kanji, which is hellish for everybody. She's confident in her pronunciation, and she likes what she's studying, which is good. That's good for her. And you know, it's not a bad thing at all, that part. But she even says her religion is Japanese. So that means pretty much nothing. Most Japanese do not really practice religion. Anyway, I think this girl confused. Transethnic doesn't exist. What do you guys think? I think it's pretty bizarre. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for thanks shotanime for the suggestion. And 2.5 Oyajis is on tonight, so come check it out. We're going to be hosting the 3 old dudes, and I'm pretty sure they're all Mexican. Ha! See ya. Turn it off.